Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Baked Disney, the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. I'm your host, David, and I'm standing atop the Main Street train station. You know, whatever you call it, the stairs. And I was just looking at this view, and I thought to myself, have you ever seen anything quite so fantastic? I'm going to try and slide to the right here to get that flagfly there, because I want a nice, clean view of that castle. Look at how perfect that view is right there. With the trees behind it. You know, I never really fully appreciated the effect that those trees have in framing our castle. I look at castles sometimes from other parks, and I'm often impressed. Like the Disneyland Paris castle is framed beautifully, depending on how you look at it. And I sometimes get jealous. I get jealous of the, I can't remember if it was Tokyo or Hong Kong, but the way the trees frame the castle there, and I can't remember now, and I never really appreciated that we have something, you just have to look at it from the right angle, right? When we get down Main Street, when we get down to the hub, it loses some of that perspective. But this, I'm in love with the shot right now, you guys. Good morning, Fresh Baked, how are you? Got this fine view of Ian and Ron. I know I was just going on and on about how beautiful that shot was that I just took, that I'm really proud of myself for capturing at this moment. But I gotta talk to Ian, and I gotta talk to Ron here, who's currently not sure if he should be in frame or not. He's trying to decide.
I was slowly doing the creep. It's fine.
Ron, you're in frame. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
Once again, Ron, Fresh Baked, Ron. Let's walk down Main Street, guys. I want to go do something. I just like one of my favorite things when I come to Disneyland, as often as I can remember, is to start my morning up here. I don't even have to ride the train. I don't have to do anything here. I just like that establishing shot just the way Walt wanted. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great way to put yourself in the Disney mood. A couple things do that for you. Walking through that tunnel, right? That puts you in the Disney mood, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Walking down Main Street.
Hearing that ding ding of the train coming in the station, that ding ding.
Like,
ding, ding,
yes.
Ding. I'm like,
and then your attention, please.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it's the best. It is the best.
White glove high five is still a treat.
Well, unfortunately, they only do that like right at rope drop, though.
Well, because once it's opening, all those cast members then have to go.
They got work to do, yeah.
Job, so they can't stay on the street the whole time.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, you don't get that when you ride the monorail in, I'll say that. Just gonna put that out there for all you monorail lovers. I don't like coming in with the monorail, do you?
I mean, I don't do it often, but there's sometimes if it's a busy day and I'm coming in late, I'm like, you know what? I just need to get in the park.
Don't you feel like, though, when you land here in Tomorrowland, you're starting in the middle of the movie?
I mean, sometimes that happens. You don't want that to happen, but sometimes that's what happens.
Well, that is true.
Sometimes you're like, I just got to get in there. I can't wait for the next showing in 2 hours. I got to get in.
That's true. Oh, we got a casualty. Somebody's lucky charms or not so lucky.
Maybe the person was saved by dropping the charms.
There you go.
Lucky.
Hey, you know what? It's a tricky world out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, the walking down Main Street, like you mentioned, stepping into the middle of the movie, is the credits. All these names in the windows is the opening credits to this movie.
Very well observed, Ron.
Might want to get out in the middle of the street.
I see that. We've got another disaster heading for us. Where are we going, you guys?
I don't know. But always remember, they are real horses.
They are very real horses. I know one thing on our agenda today is Galaxy's Edge. We're going to do that, but I don't want to lead off with that. I want to go find, I'm feeling very Disney right now, and I want to feel more Disney. So we got to figure out what we're going to do to keep that going. I could give a high five to a horse. But I can't do that. I know it's pretty Disney.
What?
Jungle Cruise.
Yes.
That's very Disney, isn't it? It'll give us.
Are they still doing the thing where they're not open till 12, or are we past that?
Oh, I think we have passed that.
Okay.
Yeah. But it'll give us a chance also to check out the new entrance. We talked about this.
Oh yeah.
What they're doing over there. So let's cut to that. So there it is. They built a new hut. It's kind of, you know what? I'm going to move forward a little bit. We're under a tree. Now this hut, Ian, is pretty much
It's more like the opening day with
old
the
hut.
pre-tiki room.
yeah the
Which I didn't realize until someone pointed that out.
yeah.
I'm glad it's there. It feels a little bit tall, but I imagine if there's some
It is a little taller than the old
if
one.
some greenery goes in, they'll solve it.
Well, one thing I noticed when I'm looking at the old,
The pre-tiki room entrance.
I don't think it's done. This isn't done.
No, not quite. Oh, well,
I think
there's still scrims up, so that tells you it's not.
Right. Well, there's two things that they can add here. They can add, because the original hut or whatever had like tapestries or like art attached to the front of it.
Onto the
Yeah.
new structure.
So you could. That's part of the sightline issue that you were talking about
Yeah.
last week about how you could see Adventureland. Or I mean Frontierland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, there was a lot more. I always forget this word, Ian. Plants.
Plants.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Greenery?
Toilet.
No.
Landscape.
Landscaping. Thank you very much. You know, I don't know what it is. I have a vocabulary. It's a
You
good
do?
one.
Would you like me to help you carry around the thesaurus? Would that help?
Guess I don't know. There's more. Yeah, maybe. Well, you're my thesaurus. How about that?
I can't always be here.
That's true. Yeah, there was more landscaping right here, and I think that's probably what they haven't finished yet.
I mean, I can
Is
see a little bit of plant popping up behind the scrim, so clearly stuff needs to grow.
yeah, like a
I
lot.
know we've said before, it just takes time.
Why
for
don't
plants
you know
to
what?
grow. Like,
Time
you can buy
is dumb.
It is, but that's a different conversation.
Screwed. Just so tired of time. I want it now. Anyway, but I do appreciate. I'm very glad. I hope that this was always their plan, was to restore that.
These things have long lead times. It probably was.
Right. They have to
That's
have.
why when it opened up again, I'm like, there's probably something coming, but at the moment, my knee jerks, I don't like it. But I know there's something coming.
Yeah.
Probably.
It looked a little barren.
Yeah.
But it was weird because they didn't put the scrims up. I mean, it sat there like they opened everything up and then they closed it again right away. Why not just keep going?
I want to assume they're not as reactionary on the date, that kind of stuff. But maybe they are, maybe they aren't.
You know,
Who knows?
I'm starting to wonder just how reactionary they might be.
But also, because if I assume they are, then that means I start imagining I have more influence than I really do, which I know I don't. And I
Well,
don't need that.
I mean, in the general like Disney verse, like people speak as a collective.
yeah.
You know, are they that
Like,
reactionary?
It's like only a couple dozen people on Twitter even who've been noticed.
It is always
after
the
one of us,
vocal
After
majority.
a few of us are like, oh, that's opening, and then people are like, oh yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Hey, quick question. Do you want Disney to be more reactionary or less reactionary?
yes and no. I know that's not a fun answer. That's the most annoying answer. But in general, if you have a plan, execute your plan.
Yeah.
I think there are times where feedback is useful.
Sometimes.
Like, I guess if people are saying, oh, hey, this thing operationally is a problem, and they didn't think about it, oh, they're like, oh, maybe we should take her because that's operational, right? Like, there are places where feedback is useful.
Yeah. What about you,
For
Ron?
creating a bigger
sorry.
plan, maybe not so much, but like, those surveys still already have a use.
Yeah. I hate surveys. I guess I've already showed my hand. Ron?
I think you take information that you have and create based on that. Like you definitely want to tell the story that you want to make. You want to use your creative insight to tell your story. But you are using information that you have like previously, what has failed, what has not worked, and you want to use that productively in making decisions moving forward. But retroactively changing because of a survey that comes
Yeah.
saying they don't like something and then completely retconning the whole idea that you had is not good.
I'm not a fan of that either. Would you? I think that they should listen to us much less. Would it be fair to compare Disneyland or to equate Disneyland to something like a work of art?
Theme parks are an art form, so yes.
Would you say Disneyland is? I don't know. I can't think. Just name a famous artist. Da Vinci.
Ryan Johnson.
Right. Okay. Ian loves Ryan Johnson.
I'm so excited for Knives Out.
I know you are.
So excited.
I saw the last trailer. I was like, that's a good trailer. I like that last trailer. The first one didn't really move me, but this one did.
There's a lot of good buzz coming out of all the film festivals.
Yeah, so I've heard. But yeah, is this an art, would you compare it to a work of art?
No, yeah, I mean, this is one of the interesting things about theme parks as an art form is that, A, there's a higher barrier to entry cost-wise, so people have more visual response because they have to physically invest more.
Right.
But also because of the interactivity, like I don't.
That's
it's
true.
The physical permanence of it and means that the way people interact with it is very.
We just get photobombed. I think we did.
Yes, we did.
I think that was us.
She was, yes.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Because for this part, you read a book, you like it, you don't, you're done.
Yeah.
and you can
Well,
put
that's
away,
right. You
you know.
can't interact with the Mona Lisa the way we can interact with Disneyland.
Yeah, different art forms create different types of responses.
Well, I asked that question because I want to know if Da Vinci ever did a customer satisfaction survey on one of his.
Well, I think that also gets into we live in a very different sort of world,
No, I know.
right? Like where obviously artists made art for a client,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. Oh, I'm doing this for,
Sometimes.
for a corporation that's hired me and they own everything I make.
There is commission work,
Right?
yeah.
There's commission work, but things are now exist the way they're owned is very different than someone just making a painting and
Yeah.
they're done with it.
Yeah, I realize this is it's a ridiculous comparison, but it's just something that goes in my mind. Except that I want Disney to treat this like that more if they could. I want them to express themselves.
Good luck with that.
I know because they're not. Da Vinci wasn't a corporation.
Yeah.
You know, they're not beholden to stockholders or anything like that. I totally understand.
Artists with a single person with commission point of view, there's a single stakeholder
Yeah.
versus a whole lot.
But that's how
more-
this
there's
got
consumers.
created. That's what we fell in love with.
Yeah.
Was a single stakeholder's vision.
Right, exactly.
And that's what we fell in love with as a community. So
And we have to try to reconcile that with the fact that's
Oh,
not.
come
what
on.
it is.
It's
I am
consumer
struggling
art.
sometimes with that, Ian. I
Every
struggle.
retail's art.
Yeah. Where'd that come from? Where'd that? There it is. Hey, what's up, guys? All right. Well, okay. That's my soapbox for today, and all that because of this hut. Like, what is my problem? What?
But think about art.
Hey, how's it
I
going?
wouldn't call that a problem. You
about-
observe something, it had an effect on
Here's
you, and
why-
you want to discuss it, think, why did that happen?
Even
Yeah.
that
That's what I
sign,
should
though,
do.
I believe is art because that was we don't know why it's that high, but I guarantee you it's that high because of a sightline somewhere else. There's a
Sure.
reason that it's specifically there. That's art.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I
There's
love
something to that. I have a great idea. Let's go see some art on the Jungle Cruise.
Yes, I'm hearing a lot of dumb jokes that I love so
Love
much.
dumb jokes.
Those are great jokes.
I just had a thought. I want to have like a Dole Whip day. Ian?
Just have different types of.
No, I want to like. You ever heard the phrase or the old song from Coke? I'd like to buy the world of Coke.
Oh man.
I wonder if would I go broke if I like bought
Yes.
a bunch of fans Dole Whips?
Yes.
Really quickly.
I probably would, huh? I want to buy.
The individual whips are what?
I,
Five, six
they're
bucks.
$5.
How about you
Yeah.
offer Tahine instead?
The what? Oh,
They
take
buy it at $6. It's $5.99. It's $6.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And there's no AP discount there either, is there? Okay, well, maybe someday I'll buy like 5 of you a Dole Whip. I could probably do that. I just want to buy somebody a Dole Whip today.
You can still do that. Just
I only mentioned that because while we were setting up or getting ready to head over to Jungle Cruise, we watched a gentleman throw away a whole Dole Whip.
that's pretty much.
I cried.
Like,
Right?
maybe a third maybe off of it, and I was like, Mike, if nothing else, you spend money on that. You should at least, if you don't like, give it to someone else. Like,
What are you doing? Why did you get it? How do you throw away a Dole Whip?
I'm like, if nothing else, just for the cost sunk.
Yeah.
Of it, that's $6.
That's $6, man.
How did they not like it? That implies they didn't like it.
Is that our cue?
They think it opened up.
Or that implied either, I think one has to assume that they at least liked it a little bit, or they valued something else above that. They felt like it wasn't worth keeping the Dole Whip to do the other thing that they were trying to do.
I think you do both.
Wow, like how is a Dole Whip in such low value, such low regard? And now here we are again, overanalyzing a thing. 15 minutes. I'm not sure about that. Ticket agent. Hey Ron, will you get us a couple of tickets for the Jungle Cruise?
Gotcha.
All right, thanks. They're free today, though. Well, I guess we don't need tickets. Or halfway for half the fare, but I don't understand. Is it free or half fare?
Well, normally it's halfway for half fare. Today is free.
Oh, okay.
Meaning you only have to pay half if you only go one way, which for most people, that's how it works out.
Is there truth that this is inspired a little bit by the African Queen, which is a
Truth, yes.
phenomenal movie?
That is truth. Well, Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like the actual ride attraction is more of a true life adventure.
Right.
But the original inspiration was to do a boat ride based, you know, because of the African Queen, that kind of boat, that kind of excursion. Yeah.
Love that movie.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
Really?
You ever seen African Queen?
I have not.
Humphrey and
Yeah, and Katharine Hepburn. Yeah. Tourists departing daily.
So it's that intimacy between two strangers. That's cool.
They don't make them like that anymore, do they?
Yeah.
90 minutes basically of a one shot. A 90-minute one shot with just two. It's like a one stage play. Has anybody ever been in this part of the queue? Have you ever been in this queue?
I've never.
I have once. 'Cause
Really?
I think it might have been like during holiday time, so it was super busy. So like we need all. Cause, again, they don't have to break this out very often. They usually go to the extra space.
Yeah, back there. I actually did go out here once.
Oh yeah, and then they're like, nope.
Yeah, that was a weird because there was like just one little quick switchback out there, and then you're right back. Oh, this is great. You know, it almost makes it worth it having a long queue here because you get to, like Indiana Jones and Millennium Falcon, you know, Smuggler's Run, taking the full queue sometimes gives you a better experience.
We were just talking about that over there, where it's nice to see a little bit of a different vantage point that you don't see every day because you're not up here.
Yeah, I mean this is great. I love this. Hey, look, it's Spear. I don't think we're gonna get him today, but he's one of my favorite skippers. But this is lovely. They should, you know what they should do, Fresh Baked? Is they should just make a queue ride. They joke about that. They joke about, I think it was The Simpsons did a bit where it was just a queue and that was it. And then there was no actual ride at the end of the queue. And I would go on the queue ride. I think I would.
Well, I mean, that's what a walkthrough attraction is.
Right, yeah, basically, yeah. Indiana Jones delivers a lot of show at the end, but
I know the first time that I experienced that for real was Heimlich's. I didn't know. I really didn't know. Me and Champ didn't know. Stood in line, got on it, sat down, and it was what it was.
yeah.
I was like, okay. Even him at like 5 was like, we're done.
That's one of those where the show, for me anyway, it's up to me. I gotta, the entertainment I bring for that because you gotta, like Ian says, you gotta put yourself in the moment and say, okay, I'm in Bugs Land now. I'm in Bugs Life movie and I'm Heimlich, and you have to really sell it to yourself a little bit, and then it becomes super fun.
On the second time I did it, I would say yes.
Yeah.
The first time I just didn't know what.
Right. You're like, okay, you think it's the beginning.
I was waiting for something that was never gonna come.
Right, we're here already?
And I think Mark was also
That's Kip. That'll be our skipper.
All right.
Probably. Although we might get that one. I don't know, it feels like we're at the very end of that boat, if we are. We're either at the end of that one or the beginning of Kip.
They had us go all.
Kip.
Right.
We missed 2 jokes, but I already
Try to
like
get
Kip.
fully loaded, that's the only way to go out in the jungle.
That's a good one too.
Alright, so we just about got it. There we go. Alright, how about that? Jungle cruising, that's what we're doing here. Welcome, glad you folks made it. My name is Kip. I'll be your skipper here for the next 5 days and 10 romantic nights. So, on the left side here, very exciting. That is a Bengal Tiger. Interesting fact about Bengal Tigers, when fully grown, they can weigh up to 5,000 pounds, jump over 50 feet. It's the only animal jumper can do that. That's Bertha. She's having a delightful time. She is wrinkled, but don't worry. We're going to send her to the pachydermatologist. Got too highbrow. There's something you don't see every day. But I do. Right there, that's an African bull elephant. It's got the big ears, long tusks. There's another interesting fact about African bull elephants. You know, when fully grown, they can weigh up to 5,000 pounds and jump over 50 feet. The only animal jumper. So up there in the back, those are the long-necked cheetahs. Right in front, very rare, hornless striped unicorns. There's one sleeping. That's the way they sleep, surrounded by lions, laying down, their neck bent, eyes wide open. Wow! Well, that is amazing. There must be a million rocks on that beach. Yeah, they're only dangerous when they wiggle their ears, blow bubbles. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to have to use my gun here. I'm going to try to scare this one away, so watch out. Shoot! Alright, looks like we're in headhunter country, and that's a terrible place to be headed. Hey, there's my last crew right there. Bunch of boneheads. I'm going to try to interpret this for you. Sometimes they have a special message. Nope. There it is, the eighth wonder of the world. The backside of water. Beautiful python there. Interesting fact about pythons, you know when fully grown they can weigh up to 5,000 pounds and jump over 50 feet? It's the only animal jungle to do that. So there he is, Trader Sam. Sam just got a promotion, head salesman. You know, Sam is very gracious. He actually invited me over to his house for dinner, and I told him, I said, you know, Sam, your wife makes a terrific stew. He said, yeah, but I'm going to miss her. I told Sam this, too. I said, you know, I really don't like your brother, though. I said, that's okay. Just eat the noodles.
You know what I like? I like discovering new skippers with new jokes. Even skippers named Skip.
Kip.
Kip. Why did I say Skip?
Because it was there.
It was right there. Okay, obviously my favorite joke was the
strong rule of 3 on that one.
the what? Oh, the rule of 3. Yes. Well, you know what's funny? We're talking about the 5,000 pounds, 50 feet bit that he did.
Only animal in the jungle can do that.
He didn't say it for the tiger, though.
Right.
No, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did the ones he did were the tiger, the elephant.
Did he do the tiger?
He
Tiger
said
was the first one.
Oh, I thought because in my head I'm like he didn't do the bit.
No, the first one was the tiger.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't say, oh, they can jump 20 feet. Luckily, we're only 15 feet.
Right.
away.
Oh, that's what he didn't do. He just said it.
Right.
That's right.
Because he was setting up. He was giving up that joke to set up.
Right. That's what I noticed. He didn't do the payoff on that bit, and that's what I'm like. That's weird. He are we doing a factual tour of?
Right. He was setting up another.
And I was down for a factual tour actually if he was going to go that way.
Yeah.
But when he did that, oh my God, I lost my mind.
Then I'm like, oh, there's going to have to be at least one more.
Yeah, rule 3.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of new jokes.
What's that?
A lot of new jokes that I hadn't heard
Yeah.
before.
What was the other one that I?
Ghost did the shoe.
Yeah, oh,
My favorite, I was just going to say.
I wish I could have got him because I couldn't.
Yeah.
He was.
You're right, He's like,
my
"I
angle was
scared away
bad.
the gun," and he's like,
That
"Shoot."
one particularly got me because I knew so many times they go crazy with
I'm
the
waiting.
gun.
I've always waited for them to do that. Every time, like, I get disappointed now when they fire the gun. Like, I want to hear something, you know, the "I love you" bit, or
His
I'll scare him away. I scare my girlfriend. Let's move.
yeah, let's move in together.
his simple moment was fantastic. That got tickled me.
All right, cool.
Some of his bits were good. I think for me, the Joffrey was a little
Yeah.
higher than I care for. Like I've said before, Joffrey's there's a balance between.
There's some hit and misses.
There's some balance between seeming like I'm actually tired and over this, or I'm jokingly seeming like
Right.
I'm tired and over this. So you have to strike a balance right in there.
Yeah, he
So
walked
for
that
me,
line.
At times where we leaned a little more into the I actually am tired right now.
He walked that line.
It suited his personality. So
It did.
I thought
That was Kip. We got Kip.
We got Kip.
We got Kip. Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's
Sure.
Edge.
Sure.
Right,
Let's do
sons.
it. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!